Good day, good day. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you for joining my channel. Lovely to see you. I'm sitting here in the beautiful sunshine. I have a little fan on, so I'm nice and cool. I have got a call to come and do this beautiful reading with you. It is Friday. We have made it, my friends. Oh, what a brilliant week it has been. How has your day been? Are you okay? I've had a magical day, absolutely wonderful day. The love that I have felt today for myself and from others has been immense. It's been just beautiful. And I am so grateful, including from my spirit team, because I am so grateful for my beautiful day. And today is all about love. It's all about Venus, the planet of Venus, and we have got to ground ourselves. This energy is really strong. We have the black moon tomorrow, and I was called to have a look 3 years ago what I was doing around the black moon, or the last time there was a black moon, and I actually wasn't writing as much, and it was really interesting because one of the cards that came out this morning in the Intuitive Whispers card was intuitive journaling. So I was writing sometimes, but not every day. I wasn't as committed to my journaling. I wasn't as committed to my thoughts. Whereas now it's day in, day out, morning and night, moon, sometimes noon. So whenever I feel the need, I'm writing everything that I'm learning. And it's so beautiful to consider. However, what I did read was what I was asking for, what the intentions I was setting in a new moon that I did write about. And everything I wrote, bar for one thing, is true. I am here exactly how I can take those intentions that I set 3 years ago. So very powerful guidance. So we're going to do our grounding ritual before we start. I was also called to my beautiful new fairy oracle deck today, the Oracle of the Fairies. It's a beautiful deck, and I feel the power of it already, and I'll talk to you about that. I'm going to also join that with our Spirit Song Tarot, which I adore and just have received. I feel like because fairies love nature and they love the animals and what have you, I think these two will work beautifully together. I've also put on the table the energy cards because I think it's very good energy right now, and I'm being told I need to consider our moon cards. So we're going to go with our moon cards again. I also picked up this little book yesterday that I found, and one of the fairy cards this morning was, and I shall read it to you, look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So I found that quite an interesting card from this morning, and then I was looking through my journal, and we got intuitive journaling. So that was my guidance, and it just inspired me. It just uplifted me and made me believe and think again. So here's a little book as well, and I thought, let me just open it randomly and give you a message out of this. Of course, we do have our wonderful calendar message today, and this today it says, if you aspire to a crown of success, don't waste a single day. And it says on the back, time awaits for no one. So when I looked back at those 3 years ago, the new moon page, and I wrote down the intentions I set for this new moon. It doesn't say it was the black moon. I didn't even put a date on the page, which is a bit annoying, but I do believe it was a bit past this August time. Everything has come true. Everything has happened, and it's so true when we think 3 years. Gosh, 3 years is such a long time. 3 years has gone in a blink of an eye. So don't wait. If you aspire to a crown of success, if you're looking for that success now, if you are opening your crown chakra and allowing and surrendering for all the love and guidance the Spirit is going to be sending you on your next chapter, then don't worry about time. Time will take care of itself, okay? Oh, that's lovely. Okay, grounding ritual. Our grounding ritual. We do have the runes as well on the table, by the way. Oh, and there was a little feather. Now this feather, interestingly, decided to join my runes. So it was a lovely little message from Spirit to say, yes, use the runes. Okay, I shall. All right, grounding ritual. Are you ready? Sit back, close your eyes. Roots deep in the earth, firm and strong, grounding my spirit where I belong. With earth beneath and sky above, anchor my soul in nature's love. By the power of stone and soil, calm my mind, let worries uncoil. With each breath I draw in peace, release my burdens, let tensions cease. In the secret space I find my place. Blessed be this grounding grace. With each step I take, feel the earth's embrace, strengthening my spirit, hold me in the space. As above, so below, as within, so without, as it is, so mote it be. Thank you. Beautiful. So that is our grounding ritual taken care of. Okay, so we always start with our beautiful I'm going to have to open this first, and I'm going to give you a little book, the little message from the Little Book of Hope. Just in case you needed a little bit more hope today, I had a beautiful meeting with someone I care about very much. Lovely to see him. He gave me a beautiful card with his words of love, and I thought that was just so nice. And it's so nice to be like that with, on a day like today. It's all about the love. So, the power of many thoughts. You can think yourself into sadness or happiness, despair or hopefulness. The easiest way to influence your way of thinking is not to try to manage each thought, but to manage the volume of one type of thought versus another. Create many hopeful thoughts and guess how you'll be feeling. That's so cute. Little Book of Hope. Very nice. Okay. Someone might have needed to hear that. I think that's so cute. That's lovely. Thank you. All right, so we shuffle and we ask who is coming out for us today. Oh my goodness me. There we are. Okay. We have got Gibo. We have got Iswala. Just check that one. And we've got Bacana. All right, so 3 beautiful reds plus our fabulous lucky clover and our beautiful magical unicorn. So that is so gorgeous, ready for our beautiful cards to join them. And let's have a little quick talk then about, if I could find it, Gibo, Bacana and Iswala, is it? Let's just double check. Right, Gibo, generosity, friendship, harmony, talents and ability. So this is about receiving a gift, which may be material in nature or something intangible. Like me, I got this lovely card, but what was said in the card was very beautiful, intangible. It was love. The concept, it also is X mark to signify agreements and transactions. It's about advising you to accept wholeheartedly with gratitude or to be wary of motivations behind a gift. So we've had this a couple of times that have come up on the table lately. Drawing the rune indicates that a relationship in your life is blessed with good fortune. In fact, it's about success and harmony in all partnerships, even in your personal and professional capacities. In romance, you may experience a deepening of commitment and passion with your partner. So show compassion to the people in your life and be able to forgive when forgiveness is needed. So, magical uses is harmonious relationships of all kinds. And it's a boost in magical energy and ability. And no surprise, it sits right under our beautiful unicorn. Fantastic. All right. Then we have got Ehwaz. Okay. And Ehwaz is about death, regeneration, rebirth, changes, and magic. No surprise then, it's also alongside our unicorn rune. So it is about if things seem to be at a halt, be patient. Alternatively, you may be experiencing a metaphorical death in the form of leaving behind old ways, old aspects of yourself that are no longer serving you. So it is advised to go with the flow. All right, so the magical uses with Ehwaz is about overcoming obstacles, spiritual development, strengthening your personal and your magical power, and it's about divination and past life recall. Interesting. And then we've got our beautiful Berkana, and Berkana is about new beginnings, also about growth and regeneration, and it's a very positive rune. New relationships, new projects, about spiritual development again, new ideas. It's known as the birth rune. It indicates an actual birth of a child, a wedding, or other family occasion. And it could be asking you to look at caretaking energy is being directed. Where's your energy being directed? What it is that you're doing. You know, we were talking about today being very much about love. So where is your energy being directed in a love capacity? So this is also about love, protection, fertility, female health, and strengthening family ties, and bringing ideas into a physical manifestation and creativity. So very beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, so here we go. We are going to do first our beautiful fairy oracle. Hello, fairies. Oh, it is Friday. It is the day before our new moon. Can we have some guidance, please, in what it is that we can expect over this long weekend? Let's do the next 3 days. What can you help and guide us with, please, my darling fairies? And I wanted to say to you, I love these cards. There is the lotus flower on the cards, and we often have the lotus flower symbol on our table, but also this beautiful key, this beautiful gold key. And I've seen this gold key a few times. It's been presented to me in various places. I've taken pictures of it, and it is really a beautiful key in the sense that it's unlocking something for us. The door is opening. There's transformation. I was talking about that earlier on with my friend that I met, and exactly that with him. He is going on a new chapter, a new journey, and I said exactly that to him. You know, that door is opening. So we've got beautiful opportunities, and often our words can be keys in terms of inspiration. And he said to me, I knew I needed to see you. Gave me such a boost and inspiration, and I love that is a key to somebody's heart, to somebody's opportunity, to somebody's thoughts, whatever it might be. So that's so beautiful. Okay, so we've got 2 beautiful fairy cards that have come out. Believe in magic. Not surprised that's come out. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. And that's exactly why I wanted my nature cards from Spirit Song as well with the animals. Isn't that beautiful? And we've got nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need to only open our hearts and minds. So, very strong indication from our beautiful fairies about believing in nature's magic. And when I went for my walk last night, I went and I took a tree and hugged my tree, and I asked the tree, please can I have permission to hug you, to ground myself. And you know, it's good to ground ourselves in nature, and we've just done a grounding ritual. So really important when you go for your walk later. If you're going to do it, I'm going to take my dog, take your shoes off, walk on that ground, feel that grounding nature. All right, so we believe in magic. We believe in magic. When the fairy of the northern lights appears, she comes to tell you to open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you. The aurora borealis is pure magic, and seeing the colorful ribbons of light dancing in the sky is on many a wish list. Perhaps you too have felt drawn to this phenomenon in real life. If so, this card is confirmation that it's time to start making those plans. Or maybe another faraway location is calling to you. When nature beckons you, your spirit knows the way to go. The message may not be so literal, however. Instead, this magical fairy could be flying in to remind you to open your heart and eyes to the magic and wonder of the natural world, so much of which we take for granted. So when you're taking a walk, stop, look up, look down, and see the magic that's all around. Because sometimes we need a gentle reminder to stop and smell the roses and revel in the magic of nature. Perhaps you're being called to inspire someone else to see the world through new eyes. I just did that. And children see magic all around them. It's natural to them. If you feel stuck in a rut, tune into your inner child and learn to see the world through the eyes of a youngster once again. There we are. That's beautiful. Nature's signs. Okay. The fairies love to leave hints and clues for us in nature. Look at those beautiful blue butterflies. For example, fairies often leave feathers or release floating dandelion seeds to let us know they're nearby. There we are. We just got a feather, didn't we? That's fantastic. The appearance of a friendly bird, such as a robin, is another message from the fairies that they're close by. Fairies and other creatures often work together as they're all in harmony with the earth, whose wisdom can come in many forms. Just allow yourself to be receptive and use your intuition to decipher any signs that you see. You could leave your own sign for the fairies next time you're out in nature, letting them know you wish to connect with them. Leaving a tiny wooden fairy door next to a tree is a sure sign to the fairies that you're a fairy friend. While placing a figurine of a fairy or gnome in your garden or on your porch tells the fairies that you welcome them. When leaving things outside for the fairies, make sure they're natural and biodegradable, and don't use any screws or nails because some fairies don't like metal. If possible, sit next to a flowing stream and visualize your cares being resolved and any concerns flowing away. So if you don't have access to a stream, it can be just as effective to visualize this. And I do love the sound of a stream. I love looking at water. And water for me is energy flow, a flowing energy. It's energy in its pure form. So even if you can't see a stream or what have you, you can sit and visualize it. Maybe get a picture of it or a video of it on YouTube and just play it on your TV and sit there and just enjoy that feeling. So that's beautiful. So there we are. We've got to walk in nature. It's all about the nature this weekend. The fairies are telling us, aren't they? What else do we need to know, please? Fairies? Anything else you'd like to give some advice? So we're going back out to nature. Someone might need to hear that. I don't. I'm always in nature every day. I appreciate nature. I love nature. I love the feel of the sun, the wind. I love feeling the trees, the flowers, the smells, the sights, the animals, the birds, the bees, the butterflies. I love it. The dragonflies. Yeah. Okay. Right. So when you gaze at the stars, stargazing, give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Very beautiful. Protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Interesting. And abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. And that's exactly right. When we're walking in nature, there's so much abundance. There's so much beauty. There's so many sounds. There's smells. It's an abundance of wonderful, wonderful, intriguing feelings. if you really open your eyes and feel nature. And Mother Nature is amazing, amazing for that sort of thing. Okay, so let's have a little look at our stargazing. Stargazing. The star card says the answer you seek is in the stars. Stargazing is like a form of divination, so allow your gaze to drift around the sky and see what flows into your mind. Fairies can be very active when the stars begin to appear and shine upon your surroundings. This also applies to you, except the stars are illuminating your current situation so that a solution can be more easily seen. Do you have an interest in astronomy? Well, maybe this card is telling you it's time to explore this area, or astrology. This may be a daily horoscope, or it could be the perfect time to have your birth chart created by a professional, so you can see the energy currents at play in your life. This doesn't mean you have to change your life, but being aware of certain astrological patterns can be helpful as you move forward. Lovely, lovely little advice. From our purely beautiful, wonderful angels. Fairies, sorry, fairies. Fairies. Okay, allow your dreams to have a strong foundation before you reveal them to the world at large. It would be wise not to reveal your dreams to anyone unless you fully trust them, to hold your dreams dear and to keep them as safe as you do. You're under no obligation to reveal your deepest wishes and dreams, even to those closest to you, until the time is right. We all have the right to protect our heartfelt dreams and wishes. Do so with positivity, trust and love. You can ask the fairies to add an extra layer of protection to your dreams by saying, "Fairies, this is my dream. It is dear to me. Please help to protect it till it comes to be." This will serve you well for when your dream is released into the world. Follow the guidance during this time from physical signs or your intuition if it seems wise. You alone will know when the time is right to release your dream. There we are. Anyone having a lot of dreams at the moment? Well, if you have a dream, even the dream you're writing down in your journal. I had a dream in my journal and I looked at it now and it was just done. It's lovely. It's nice to know they do come true, your dreams. Abundance. I love this card. Look at her sitting there in amongst that beautiful lotus flower. The arrival of this fairy tells you that abundance is on its way, and it could be a cash windfall, it could be a spiritual gift. Make sure you're in a place of receptivity, that you believe and know you're worthy to receive any abundance. Are you worthy? I'm worthy. Absolutely. Work on this if you feel it could be an issue for you. By feeling truly worthy, we can be receptive to the flow and blessings of abundance in our lives. If you feel unworthy, ask yourself why and be honest in your answer, for this is the key to the door of abundance from the universe. Often feelings of unworthiness can stem from childhood. Talking your feelings through with a trusted friend or a professional counselor could reap many awards. Self-worth is key here. The Fairy of Abundance says there's enough abundance in the universe for everyone, so prepare yourself for incoming abundance and enjoy. That's beautiful. What a lovely little few cards from our fairies. So believe in the magic. We're going to go into nature. Abundance is all around you. If you've got a problem, no worries about looking up at the stars. I think it's about really just spending those moments reflecting in a quiet, peaceful way. When we think about looking up at the stars at night, isn't it? It's often much more peaceful feeling. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's ask then our Spirit Song cards to just give us a bit of detail, confirmation, if you would, on this wonderful fairy guidance for our long weekend. What would you confirm, please? Okay, yep, okay, beautiful. We've got the Traveler, Adventure and Potential, and Three of Feathers, Release and Recovery. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So traveling, of course, when we think of believing in magic and nature science, going to nature, walking out, opening ourselves up to the freedom nature brings, isn't it? It's that feeling. Maybe this is something that you really want to do, is to travel. And I think we did hear about traveling in the runes as well. You know, if you are looking to travel somewhere different, somewhere new, maybe that is on the cards for you. So adventure and potential. Potential. Look at this, traveler. So we're going to read that. And then the Three of Feathers, release and recovery. Release and recovery. And that really does make me feel very, the idea of sort of allowing for the flow of energy, especially when I said by water. Water is very much about surrender, allowing the flow of energy, go with the flow. You know, that sort of the idea of releasing things that no longer serve us. And, you know, you have your wishes, your dreams, your goals, protect them. You know, make sure that you look up at that and think about what it is that you really, really want, and just protect them. Okay, and stargazing, when we go and we look up at our stars, it's about that recovery, that feeling of peace, calm. What is it I'm going to get from here? What can I find? What can I feel? What can I think of? What is going to come to me? That recovery. How do we recover? Well, especially when we're in such a busy environment, a busy world. All right, so the traveler is the idea of the sort of, in tarot, the Fool. So it's adventure and potential. It's major arcana, so it's something that's very much prevalent. So maybe you are going traveling this weekend. Maybe that's on the cards for you. You either know about it or you don't. Take what resonates. But this is about potential. So let's read this for you. It's a free-spirited gazelle is exploring new paths, a seeker of new adventures. Following his intuition, he bounds gracefully into the unknown. As a result of his ability, he's comfortable in his own vulnerability. Gazelle prompts you to harness your own youthful enthusiasm that will help fuel the way to new experiences and a bright future. Oh, that's amazing. So protect your dreams. Know they're going to come. Know they're coming real. And the same with abundance. You know, it's incoming. But you've got to believe it. You've got to trust it. He wants you to remember to look where you're going when leaping into your new terrain. With faith and optimism, allow yourself to flow with life. Exactly what I said. So it's about a new experience you might be taking on. It's about leap of faith, spontaneity, adventure, potential, freedom, childlike energy. And that was the conversation I was having earlier, because it's a gift that my friend has been given, my offer for him to be able to do that, and he must go for that. He must go for that gift. He must take that leap of faith. It's such a wonderful opportunity. He feels great about it. He's not resisting at all. He's going with this flow, and he knows that that's the best way to feel and do. Right, Three of Feathers. And we know threes are all about protection. And we just had a feather that came to us as well. So that's a very good sign. So pay attention to this message. It's an inner knowing. Moth seeks the light in the darkness. It urges you not to deny nor suppress heartache, but to allow your feelings to flow freely so they may eventually be released. Okay, we need to release these feelings. Believe in your magic. Go and walk in nature. Nature will show you signs. Okay, abundance is all around you. Be grateful. I'm here, and be grateful for what you have. How lucky are you? I just literally walked into my home and I went, I'm so grateful for today. It's been amazing. The love that I felt for myself, from others, and for me as a person, for what I've done today. I feel so very grateful. The weight of sadness will be transformed into love and courage. New breakthroughs will take place. So the key words are emotional release, delays, disorders, sorrow, moving into personal power, and letting go of negative energies and recovery. I think this is such a lovely card. I keep looking at it. Go and have a little lie down under the trees. Go and lie down in nature. Go and rest. Do you know, once I was really feeling so miserable, but I found this most beautiful place by a flowing river that I could sit under and lean against the tree, just like that. And I sat there for hours. It was so wonderful. I felt so grounded. And I think that's also, we've done a grounding ritual for that reason as well. Very important. Very important. Okay, let's pick up our energy cards and ask for some guidance as well, based on what we've got. I think somebody needs to hear this, just like my friend needed me to chat to him today. Let's see. There was a few that just turned over, but they've gone back in. So we'll just, if they're meant to come out, they will come back out. I saw a feather quill pen, but let's ask Spirit then. I don't think we wanted all of the heap of them, so maybe that's why they popped back again. And Spirit will give us what we definitely need, please. Spirit, please, if we could have our beautiful confirmation of our energy that we're going to have to be very aware of for tonight and tomorrow. Oh, look at that. That's so lovely. Oh, my goodness me. And we've got some flyers, so we're going to have to get them. Sorry, my darling. That was my dog. They knocked her on the bum. Can I grab those from you? Hang on. Oh. Okay, these are here. Oh, wow. So the first one that jumped out was a woman holding a heart. Yes, all about the love for yourself. There could be a woman in your life that also holds your heart, is very loving, very nurturing, very kind, but I feel like this is about you today. So this is us. This is Venus energy, this self-love today. Very, very important. And I'll put it under the abundance card. Okay. And then we got walking away. Yep, absolutely. Release, recovery. Is there this last little bit? Is there something, this last little moment that you really do need to gaze up at the moon, the stars tonight and think about very clearly? You know, there's always a little bit of worry when you're taking that leap of faith forward, when you're making a massive change in your life. But honestly, it's about what you need right now. This is your journey. Remember that, okay? So walking away, very important. And we've got the thinking woman, but it was in reverse. So I am going to read these for you because I think they're important. We've also got one card here that is, I haven't turned over yet, but I will do in a moment. So, walking away is important. Letting go, moving on. All right. It reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. So interesting how I said to you, I looked back and everything that I'd written in that new moon 3 years ago has been done, apart from one thing, which I wouldn't have any need for anyway. But isn't that interesting? So those intentions have been met. So what do I need now? My new intentions, my new thoughts. Where do I see? What do I want? Yeah. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. If you aspire to a crown of success, don't waste a single day. Wow. Very important. So this card indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, an emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Okay, very lovely. And this thinking woman, thinking, was in reverse. So very important message for us right now. So whether it's in the outer or inner world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Beautiful. Spirit, you are so strong with us. It's lovely. It is really good, this guidance. So the thinking woman is about a female of wisdom and understanding, but in reverse. Could represent a difficult time for your own personal growth. You may be feeling confused about your personal purpose or disconnected from your heart's true path. And what did I say? It's your journey. So you do need to spend a bit of time now, this weekend, using this beautiful new moon energy. Get out in nature. Reflect on where it is what you want. Okay, it's your turn. You have got to be this thinking woman. You've got to change, because there is a new path, a new adventure, new chapter that is beckoning you. Okay, but you've got to release and recover. There's these last little bits I'm hearing, the last little steps. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. It could also indicate a woman who's misleading you or giving you misinformation of some sort. So be aware and set your boundaries. Remember, your own spirit is always your best guide. And we're going to do the affirmation. I open my mind and heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, I am focused and clear. Very nice. And let's just see what this final card was. Adjacent possibilities. Exactly. And it was in reverse. So these doors can open. I'm going to read it for you. Okay, it can open. But if you don't change your thinking, if you don't decide to really trust in this abundance, trust in this journey, trust in yourself, and really come back to your own wants and needs and desires, then you may miss out. So it is warning you to be careful not to miss an unknown opportunity because you're too married to your agenda. It's also asking you to turn inward with a willingness to shake up your old unhealthy patterns and inner habits. The power of your life force moves through your deeply held habits, projecting your energy out into the universe and calling back your results. In this way, your ongoing thoughts and beliefs are really your defining moments. It's time to decide, are you going to let worry and self-doubt define you, or are you going to step into the ever-present adjacent possibility of optimism, trust, and self-love? Okay, so don't let somebody be talking you out of this very important time in your life, my friend. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, beautiful moon cards. Let's have a moon card ready for our new moon energy. Oh, we've got some. We've got a waxing moon. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. Absolutely. We couldn't write this, but it's very firm with us today. And we have moon in Aries. Remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. So it is if there is a woman, a situation, okay, be a bit sensitive to it. Know that it doesn't come from a bad place. It comes from a misunderstood place, and you can change that. Okay, and then we have our frog. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I don't think I need to say anything more. I think that is the most beautiful cards on our table. We're very, very blessed. I am very blessed to have shared that with you. Thank you, Spirit, for sharing that as well. We had our little hope. So remember our little hope. Don't know if I'm going to find it again. Nope, can't find it again. But if you aspire to a crown of success, don't waste a single day. Time waits for no one. this weekend, my friend. Like, subscribe, let me know, please, in your comments if you value this, if you're enjoying it, if you find that something resonated, share with us. It's always so lovely to hear from my collective, and I wish you a blessed, blessed evening. Thank you for joining me.